glad this is brightening my mood after that one match.
Welcome to the shitty
Also-
chair contest.
That one sticking out the side.
Also, I recently saw that Jake Paul was sent to the hospital after getting his jaw broken.
I actually watched
by
that. Like, I wanted
during
to
a match.
I watched that actually, like the full goddamn fight, because I wanted to see Jake get pummeled by this behemoth of a man.
Bro
It was
got humbled.
amazing.
I don't think I have seen that right now.
Oh, we're on, by the way.
It's... Ah.
That's why I just randomly said, "Welcome to the shitty chair competition." I'm winning.
If we ever want to continue this conversation, I will show you the image of that my fucking chair.
Okay, now you're just showboating about your shitty fucking chair, dude. Nobody wants to see your chair with the mysterious stain underneath it.
It's the sticky paint like goop.
It's moving.
It's like goop! It's moving!
Oh my god.
You know, like, speaking of that kind of joke, I was, like, scrolling on, I don't know where it was, but I think it was, like, Pinterest, because I go on there sometimes to look up ideas for, like, character designs and shit. And, somebody grew fungus from a rag. Does that make the fungus his kids?
Oh my... I don't know.
Most likely.
Like, what fungus or some shit? Oh, the fungus.
Sorry, Zeno, I don't speak.
Banjo Kazooie.
um. I'm sorry, I can't think straight now. So I didn't know what I wanted to do for a stream, but instead of just doing completely random bullshit like the failed outcome memory stream that was last Saturday. Man, that was so terrible I removed it off the face of the fucking earth. Never doing that shit again. But I was like, well, I was kind of debating. It's like I kind of want to do a tier list because I had the idea that I wanted to do a tier list last night because I had the day off yesterday, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I woke up, I played my computer for like 10 minutes. Well, like actually not like 10 minutes. It was more like until like I usually have to leave to go to work, and I almost did leave for work, and I'm just like, wait, I don't have work today. What do I do? So I kind of just sat around the house, and I was like, I'm gonna binge watch some movies. And I did that. It was mainly those really old stop-motion Christmas films. I like those films. And I was like, you know, I want to do a tier list based off those. But I also want to play Pokemon, so I'm doing both. I also watched Hazbin Hotel Season 2. Totally legitimately and not on the Internet Archives.
I wasn't.
It wasn't awful, but it feels like they took... It felt like slow dancing, where they were taking steps forward and back at the same time. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, the animation got better. There's nothing like in Season 1, like, Vaggy fucking vanishing once a song number starts. None of that shit anymore. there were some weird animation angles. Like, where proportions, like, changed mid-episode. Or, like, there's some, like, I can't really pick out a certain shot, but there are some points where it's just like, why does the animation all of a sudden feel different? It felt like that in the second to last episode, especially in the fight scene with Vox and Alistair, where it's just like, why did they look less Vivzy Pop proportionate? That doesn't look right. The
You
writing...
gotta love our slim-ass characters.
The writing didn't really change all that much. I want to say it got slightly better, but adding like having a bitter tasting coffee and adding like a drop of cream into it doesn't make it better. If anything, you just tolerate it a little bit more. The songs are pretty good compared to season 1. I'll give it that.
Mhm.
But yeah, my statement on it is like kind of the same, where it's like modern SpongeBob. It has its moments, but it's kind of just the entire time.
Fair.
My biggest complaint is with one of the characters. I don't like Baxter. I don't like him. And it's not anything he does, it's the lack of involvement he has, and then the fact that they make him really important at the end, even though he did jack fucking shit.
Who is he again? What does he look like?
He's like the anglerfish
The fish
dude.
stopped there. The fish stopped.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, like the fact that like they introduce him at the beginning. And then he becomes important again at the end, even though he did absolutely nothing for the entire thing. I thought he was gonna be like a twist villain spy where it's just like, yeah, I worked at Vox Tech, I was spying on you guys the whole time. Or some shit. But then it was like the shit with Angel. I'm just like, dude, they just, why is this so shit? I hate
Sorry,
you,
I just-
bastard.
I just got back. What's this about again?
I was talking about
Aspen
the...
Hotel.
I was talking
Husband
about the...
Hotel. Okay.
I was talking about the shit I did yesterday, and like why I wanted to do like a tier list stream today, but also Pokemon. But I'm also talking about the fact that not only did I binge watch a bunch of those stop motion animation Christmas films, I also watched Hazbin Hotel season 2 and 8. Completely legitimate and legal matter.
Piracy's always, it's always ethical, so, you know.
So, and I was talking about, like, a part I really did not like, which was the fact that a character named Baxter was really important at the end, even though there was no build-up to his character whatsoever. That honestly pissed me the fuck off. And only for, like, everything he did in that episode to mean nothing. They could have just not had him in there, just had Serpentius do all the shit at the end. They literally just could have done that. This character had zero purpose, and it pisses me off. Bro showed up late to the group project and still got a passing grade. That's what it's like. No, I will say, it was nice seeing Alistair get his ass handed to him. Fuck that guy. But other than that, it's just kind of... eh.
I mean, it's Hazbin Hotel. What do you expect?
And that's kind of what I was expecting. I had my expectations at like a solid mid-level. And... yep, it reached that mid-level. Does that mean it's good? No. I mean, like I say on these streams, if you like it, that's completely fine. Don't let my opinion sway you from liking something. I just believe it was just kind of... eh?
It could be worse.
That is completely true.
Also, speaking of like the SpongeBob point, the new like SpongeBob movie got like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes with critic score.
And yet the FNAF movie
How that got 90% while Avatar 3 got like a 61.
and the FNAF movie also got like a 16.
I didn't even fucking know there was an Avatar 3 or a 4. There was an Avatar 2.
I really liked
I've
it.
heard
I don't
of-
know why it got so low.
Because critics are dumb.
This is coming for you
But
now.
all
You have to
I
go
only
and
watched
analyze it
FNAF
but
2
completely
as like a joke
separately.
with my friends, and it was awful. They ruined the puppet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna end up doing like a joke watch of the whole thing as well.
That's the
First
only
one was
reason I
bad.
watched. I did
So-
not like the first one. I had to pretend like I liked it because I like FNAF.
You don't
Okay.
have to do anything.
I don't know where my conversation was going.
I don't know.
Also, like during like the premiere of that new SpongeBob movie, like Ice Spice came like wearing something inappropriate as well.
Dog, I fucking hate the song that they chose for the new SpongeBob. It doesn't even sound like it
Yeah.
belongs there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Ocean Man and Squeeze Me sound like proper SpongeBob songs. Krabby Trap,
Yeah.
But, like, I fucking hate Big Guy. It's just like the same word repeated over and over again. That's not a song.
Yeah.
It's a horrible excuse. I don't know that. Like I was sitting in the living room with my dad and I think my niece was in there too. And an ad for the SpongeBob movie came on. My dad said like they're still making SpongeBob movies, and I'm just like, yeah. How many did they make? 7, I think. I think they only made like 6 because there's this first one, Sponge Out of Water, Sponge on the Run, this one, and then like the 2 Netflix movies.
The Sandy Cheeks and Plankton
I've
movie.
never watched a single one.
What do you?
The first and second one are good movies. The others are eh.
Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah. Well, I knew it was coming, but I didn't think it was going to be in the way it was. Sonic and Godzilla had got a collab together.
Yep.
I'm kind of annoyed that it was the mobile game that I played for 20 minutes and didn't really. I don't hate Sonic Rumble. It was just kind of fun for like 20 minutes and then I got bored. So, but am
For
I gonna play
me,
the collab?
it's the-
Well, yeah, but probably for 20 minutes and then I'm gonna forget about that game for another month.
For me, I really don't like how they're like focused too much on the transactions stuff.
I mean, that's kind of the case with a lot of mobile games.
Yeah.
So there's nothing really new there.
Also, the Game Awards happened recently.
Okay,
Which
fuck
not
the
many
Game
people
Awards,
enjoy.
because like they're just kind of nothing. And I'm not saying that because
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because like Team Sonic Racing lost in like the first round. I'm saying that because like the Game Awards are just kind of stupid. Because people aren't there
Yeah.
because I feel like at this point people aren't there to watch it for like what won, and if you are watching it to see if your favorite game won, what? Do those take like what, like 10% of the entire thing, and the rest of it is just a glorified E3?
I watch it for the flute guy. That's it.
Yeah, the food guy really popped off.
I love him. I love him. I can't remember his actual name, but he's like switching instruments in like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
continuing belting it. This shit's impressive.
He will be tactical switching, especially one of them was a fucking PVC pipe look fluid.
Yeah. He respected Xenoblade Chronicles 3 more than the entire rest of the fucking Game Awards show, so I appreciate him.
Also,
But during his time of need, my sword will be his.
Also, for some reason, like the two remaining supposedly best video game adaptations was the Minecraft movie and The Last of Us Season 2.
Game Awards just hate Sonic, alright?
Yeah.
Cause like, you expect me to be like, oh yeah, Sonic 3 should have been there, shut up, but I'm just like, they just fucking hate Sonic, alright? They just fucking hate him.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the Game Awards are just a glorified E3 at this point. Even though E3's fucking dead.
Well, yeah, that's why it is what it is, because it's the only thing that is around to fulfill that niche.
So, and like the other thing that kind of pissed me off about this recent one wasn't anything that won, because again, anything that won or lost, because again, I don't fucking care about that shit. It's more about what's getting announced. Like, I think a day or two before, Sega, like the official Sega account, not like the Sonic account, posted like, stay tuned for the Game Awards, as if they were going to announce something important. The thoughts of various different things rushed many fans' brains, such as, maybe it's a new Sonic. I personally didn't think it was a new Sonic. Yeah, me, the fucking Sonic nerd, didn't think it was gonna be a Sonic game once Sega announced it. That's the reason. Because it was the official Sega account, not the Sonic account, the official Sega account. So I'm thinking like we're either gonna get like a new Jet Set Radio, or like something. That's the one I landed on. I was like, we're probably gonna get announced like a new Sega IP project. Like we're gonna get like, a Jet Set Radio. That's the one I really wanted. And we didn't get anything!
I have a friend who was excited about the Star Wars announcements, but that stuff's not coming out until like 2030, I think I heard, so it's rough, buddy.
2030?
Yeah, the new Star Wars ones, I forget what else that studio's made, but they're like completely against the whole developer crunch time thing, so it's probably, they've said it's gonna take a long ass time for that to come out.
Okay, that's great.
Which still, it's a based like stance, but it's still funny that it was announced there, just in kind of reference to the amount of nothing burgers that were shown.
I feel like I have something to say because that sounds wild, and if no one will care about it, but I'm still gonna say it. That's one thing. Never announce a game that won't come out for about 5 or 6 years. That sounded so hog pile shit. Like announce a game just to hype it up. Like
I mean, at least they're telling you.
I mean, yeah, but that hype will be dead when like around 3 years or so.
You can explain 90% of the choices that are made here by the shareholders wanted it to be that way, so now it's that way. Because as usual, it's always
consistent.
Well, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we would need some pretty big societal reforms to make that happen, you know. Capitalism. That's the entire reason why. Okay, you know, you got like the rich guy paying an artist to like live in his house and make like portraits of him and his family. Like that's what the modern shareholder is. Except, you know, they're a lot more demanding than that because society dictates that's what needs to be done in order for them to keep making money. So, you know.
That makes sense much more better for me. And now I understand it.
Yeah. That's why, it's probably why Sega has, like, tweeted about that too, because you know, they wanted to cash in on the keyword, gotta keep up that social media presence. Game Awards is the hot new subject, so gotta say something about it, even if they're not, you know, doing anything. I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, I used to look forward to the Game Awards after like that time Sonic Frontiers got nominated. Man, that was a fucking year. And then like the second year, like Superstars got in there, and then Team Sonic Racing. All it tells me is that Sega's doing better than they used to, or maybe it's just us fans brute forcing the franchise there because they're always on the Player's Choice nominees.
Yeah. I think the Player's Choice ones are always going to be flooded with gacha game players trying to get a like a reward from their company.
Yeah.
If it
That's
wins
like
the
a cheap-
Player's Choice award.
That's a cheap way of like winning.
Literally, what happens with like that one award that a lot of people thought the game Dispatch was going to get, but instead it was that one gacha game.
I have no idea what Dispatch is.
It's kind of
Sounds
like,
like
it's
Or
kinda
what
like
that one
I've heard of
gacha
it
game is.
vaguely, but
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Dispatch is basically a Telltale.
I think it's a
episodic game.
turn game.
To
It's
put
a-
it simply,
it's-
it's basically made by ex-Telltale's developers. It's a Telltale's type of game.
Yeah.
Raid Shadow
Where you make
Legends.
choices.
I don't fucking know, sorry.
Basically, your choices like dictates the way how the story goes.
Yeah, that sounds like a choose your own adventure game like the Telltale games.
Yeah, and it's kind of like an episodic story where you
It's a
play
love
as,
interest
a-
game.
Minecraft
Hey.
story mode.
The game you can't fucking play.
Half of it is a
Yeah.
love interest thing.
Basically, you play as this dispatcher for ex villains now becoming heroes, and you basically have to guide them through like different missions.
You regular ass
And-
student pick a girl to get with.
Are we talking about
That's the
Dispatch or
basis
Minecraft
of-
Story Mode right now?
We're
Game.
talking about Minecraft Dispatch Story Mode, the third impact. And Knuckles.
I always remember to put Knuckles on it.
Can't forget about Knuckles.
If it's a third game, Knuckles.
Wario Land 4.
Oh yeah, and also
Oh,
the game,
Ace, you're amazing.
and
You're
also
welcome.
some of the voice actors are well known, like Voice Critical and Jacksepticeye voice in it.
The voice cast is recognizable. You know what that means, chat? It means it's good.
Chris Pratt voicing Sonic.
God fucking damn it, right? Why do you torture me so? It's a me, a Sonic. That's not what the voice is. Yes, the fuck it is. You know, they call that movie the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and then they show like a location from Super Mario Odyssey. That's like saying that's like making a that's like making a movie
Yeah.
about Sonic Adventure, and then it's just like, look, it's fucking Splash Hill from Sonic 4. And Ben Schwartz voicing Mario. Fucking hell. I hope the Super Mario Galaxy movie isn't just another 1 hour commercial for the Mario franchise, because that's what the first movie felt like.
That's not the case with all video game adaptations.
That doesn't feel like it for the Sonic movie.
you're right about that, I suppose.
Because, like, okay, so the difference between the Mario movie and the Sonic movie is that, like, the Sonic movie actually has, like, a plot to it, and isn't shoving, like, game-related shit down your throat. The Mario movie is just nothing but that, after, like, the parts
Minecraft.
in Brooklyn. It's the entire fucking Minecraft movie, I'll tell you that. Thanks for pointing that out, Ace.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's the entire Minecraft and Mario movie up until like the beginning and end parts, but the beginning and end parts don't fucking matter. But looking back at the Minecraft movie, I fucking hate that movie.
It's the TikTok movie.
I was just about to say that, but I was waiting for you to say it first.
Chicken jockey.
You pretty much saw the entire fucking movie from the ads and like nothing in between. They could have made like a really cool story, but they didn't.
And I remember
Instead, they
like
just made it,
seeing
a
like
Jumanji.
concept. I seen like concept of plans of like having the Ender Dragon be in it, but they
That would have
scrapped
been
that idea.
so much better.
Well, in order to do that, they might actually have to say something, and, you know, no point in doing that when you can just rely on it's Minecraft. Because if you've got the Ender Dragon, then, you know, that brings you closer in proximity to, like, the end poem and all that fun stuff. It's like, wow, you know, that's actually a message. That means something.
We can't do that.
TikTok movie.
It needs to be the TikTok movie instead. Although, the scene where all the piglins fight, if you put the Bad Piggies theme behind it, it does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you saw
yeah.
that video too.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I've seen it, but I
Of course
would
I have.
imagine it sounds
It's a
amazing.
funny fucking video. I'm just like, why does it fit so well?
Yeah, especially at certain points of the movie going well with like the beat. Like with the Iron Golem with the speed boots.
Yeah.
At some point, it just felt like they were adding random shit.
All they fucking made was like the chicken jockey, the flint and steel, the nether part, and they're like, shit, we gotta make a movie. We can't just make it these 3 clips.
Don't forget the water bucket release.
Yeah, they made it those 4 clips, and then they're like, shit, we gotta make a movie.
Oh, and don't forget about the lava chicken.
The Chicken Jockey movie.
Chicken jockey.
Okay, the other thing I hate about the movie is just now it just kind of stained the rest of the fucking like game in general.
Sure.
Kind of like the Angry Birds movie too, but like.
Angry Birds movie was peak. Do not diss it.
No, I was gonna say like okay, I was gonna make an example because like they have the movie designs everywhere now, and I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I'm just making an example where like the movie stained over into the like actual franchise itself. I'm not saying they could have kept it separate, but it's just like, oh my god, adding fucking Steve's Lava Chicken song into the actual fucking game. You didn't need to do that.
I hated that the most. Out of everything in that horrible movie, that was what I hated the most.
This
Okay.
conversation is being made 10 times funnier by the fact it's playing the fucking Mario 64 snow theme in the background.
Also, the cast is unique.
Awful is the word you're looking for.
Right? I mean, okay, I still kind of like Jack Black as Steve because he kind of does give the energy of somebody showing off their Minecraft world to their friends who haven't touched Minecraft at all in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrity actors. Nothing can save them from my wrath.
But like, the rest of the movie, but like, that's like the one prop I give them. And the rest of it is just kind of like, oh my fucking god, you guys are just trying to get on a meme compilation.
I mean,
As with
at
most
that point,
movies.
at that point, you have to ask yourself, what is the point of making a movie past the parts that you advertise? Because if you go in to see it in a theater, then you've already paid for it. There's no point in doing anything else. It's like, profit-wise, there is no incentive to doing that. So as long as all this continues to be motivated by profit, then this is all it's ever going to be. This is like the logical end state of gaming movies and movies as a whole, pretty much.
Also, can't forget about the whole chicken jockey trend on TikTok with like the movie theater and stuff.
That's what I mean by TikTok movie. It's meant to have people take videos of these quick, snappy little jokes and post them online to do free marketing for the movie, essentially.
And that's what.
And have the movie actually be anything else, because, you know.
It basically gives like cloud chasers an advantage.
Well,
I'm more of like talking about like. I'm more of talking about like the theater experience.
Oh, that's what he's talking. Oh, yeah.
Mine wasn't that bad.
Like,
I didn't see it in theaters.
Me neither.
Maybe it's because there's no one in my town, but it wasn't horrible.
I have seen like terrifying stuff from like the clips.
You've like seen it in person, or did you fucking see it on TikTok?
You're talking about clips.
I don't even own TikTok. Only like re-uploads.
I'm fairly certain that only one person owns TikTok.
Yeah, it's Mr. Beast.
I have even seen one TikTok where one clip where it shows like somebody brought in a chicken.
TikTok.
Yeah,
YouTube Shorts.
There we go.
Yeah, either that or
YouTube
just
Shorts.
like via Twitter.
I don't think Mel has Twitter.
I don't know. Like, I've seen most of them on Twitter. Well, yeah, that YouTube Shorts. Yeah.
YouTube Shorts is also as pathetic as like TikTok, because most of the time I just find like movie and show clips and nothing else, not much else. Oh, and also those like split screen like shorts where it shows a random thing and a clip.
Subway
and
Surfers,
like,
oh yeah!
And also those like AI narrated shorts.
I fucking hate those like videos where it's like just I hate those fucking.
You can do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how to describe it the best way I can. Like encouragement.
You're welcome.
I hate those shorts. Like either like YouTube Shorts or I should have said TikTok Shorts or YouTube Talks. That would have been funnier. Those YouTube Shorts or those TikToks where it's like showing like a short animation or like a movie or anime or something, and it's just a fucking AI voice explaining what's happening.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I fucking hate those.
Or they just have like an AI voice of the actor in the movies that show, just narrate the stuff that they're doing.
That's what I'm talking about. I fucking hate those.
Same.
As long as there is a profitable incentive, and there is, this is just what the things are now. You know, like people are going to be motivated to do this because they can, get money from it. I continue. Greed.
You live in the world of greed.
Mm-hmm.
Wish we fucking did it.
Personally, I live in the clown dimension.
I wish I could be in the clown dimension.
You already are.
Alright.
You have to get on Friday's level.
Alright, go to TADC now.
You have to go to the DMV for this shit.
Speaking of fucking DMV, I'm not gonna explain why did I even say that. I have nothing to explain.
What are you even saying?
I don't know.
Bro's giggling at his own fucking joke that nobody understands.
It wasn't even a joke.
Sounded like you got a bit too close to sharing some personal information.
Yeah, that's
Do it.
exactly. I'm
Hey.
like that.
Kids, we gotta get Schnitzel back from Endive. Go get your mommy's credit card, read those wacky numbers on the back along with the expiration date and security pin. Craig. Oh yeah, that's right. We were gonna do tier lists.
we got too off topic because we.
I mean, that's just kind of what these streams are. We talk about completely random. Are you talking about AI shorts? They are completely terrible and garbage. Well, no shit.
That's entertainment.
Unless like if we know about reels.
Oh, I just remembered
But anyway, let's not
something.
talk about reels.
I just remember something very, very like disappointing to see, ever heard, which said if you Google 6'7", it does that motion.
Oh my fucking god! Never speak of that shit ever again.
Gonna make you mad.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the story. It's probably gonna be the last story before we actually start doing the damn the 4 tier list, and then Pokemon.
Okay.
It will.
So at work, my supervisor came up to me and said, "You two can leave early. What time do you want to leave?" And I said, and usually I like to, when they offer us to go home early, I like to leave at 6 o'clock, because that's like the halfway point of my shift. And the old lady said, "Oh no, you should leave at 7." And I started going back and forth with her, and then eventually I stopped. I look at her, she's smiling at me, and I'm like, can you do me a favor? What? Can you put a bag over your head and not take it off?
Their fellow 6'7" versus our lay epic rage comic.
Oh my god.
So I started like saying like when I want to leave in military times, I'm just like, oh, Miss Supervisor, I shall leave at the 1800 hours, thank you. Once the clock hits 1800 hours, I shall depart from my work establishment and go home and do sweet fuck all, because that is more desirable than staying in this concrete box for another 4 hours. Any questions, madame?
Oh.
Can you leave at 6:30 instead? I will leave at 18:30 hours. That is quite a nice middle ground to work with.
I mean, at least it's one way to prevent having a fuck-ass joke like that to happen.
Why are you talking in military times? You need to put the old woman in her place because she is ticking me off with her modern humor. That she shouldn't even be saying, considering she should be looking at the papers for the local Peanuts comic, which is more right up her alley.
You're really good at that. Surprisingly good at it.
Yes, it's beautiful.
I practice.
Where did my soundboard go?
I practice my voices outside of these. Okay.
Finally.
Shut up, Zeno.
Real.
You're going into the fucking soup.
No, I don't go into the soup. What kind of soup is it?
You soup, apparently.
I was gonna say Yusuf. And there he goes. Okay, so I got 4 tier lists. I got this one, the stop motion animation Christmas shit. random Kirby bosses, and one that is Friday recommended.
Whoa.
So we'll start with the Sonic snow levels. I feel like I'm gonna be the only one that can answer this.
God damn it! Who's striking me?
Ice Cap. That's a pretty good one, actually.
What's
Hey, stop!
You got. Alright.
I don't know. I like Ice Cap. I can't really say anything about it because like a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's like a." What?
I got dragon.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Alright, let's all calm down.
I mean, I got nothing really more to say. It's just the kind of the good ice level. That's kind of it. The good ice, the good ice level. I was gonna say the. Never mind. I don't play Sonic the Fighters. I hate Sonic the Fighters. I'm not good at fighting games that aren't Smash Brothers, and even then, I'm not even that good at Smash Brothers. Outside of my friend group. If I play online, that's why I haven't done a Smash Brothers stream, because if I wanted to embarrass myself for like an hour and a half, I would play a dating sim. So this is gonna get C2. Ice Cap Adventure. I brought the snowboard back, the music's pretty good. It's not better than Sonic 3's though. Ice Mountain has pretty good music, but like Sonic Advance isn't that like wild with its level design. If anything, it's kind of blocky. D2. Okay, I know somebody. Well, not somebody, because like only like what 2 people watch my streams. I never played Sonic Advance 2. I never had it.
How dare you?
I know, right? I never had it. I had Advanced 1, I had Advanced 3, I had Battle, but I didn't have Advanced 2. Advanced 2. Yeah, I know, fake fan. Kill me.
Poser.
See myself out. I have heard the music though, and it is pretty good, so I'll give it the 10 for that. I never knew what the location for. I never knew the name of the location for the ice area in Battle was, but it's Holy Summit.
Religion, you can never escape it.
It's like a plague on the world or something. I don't know. It really just depends on what kind of religion you're into, and if you're not forcing it onto people for your own gain. C tier, because I'm not good at Sonic Battle either. I really like Twinkle.
Just get better.
I really like Twinkle Snowbit. How am I supposed to get better? Explain to me in excruciating detail.
Exactly, you can't.
Huh?
I said explain to me how I can get better, and then you didn't explain it. Therefore, you can't explain it.
I was not paying attention, I'm sorry.
Damn, I see how it is.
The grind.
To the soup with you.
No, please.
How was the soup?
Thank you for moving me back. I was so scared.
Yeah, celery's a really scary thing, isn't it? I'm sorry.
I like to be part of the soup.
Okay, I'm also gonna admit something. I have never played any of the Riders games. because I never had a like. Hell, I think Riders was on the GameCube, wasn't it? Yeah, I know. Zero Gravity was on a Xbox Connect, and we all know how that went.
You owns an Xbox Connect?
So I'm just gonna stick all these links here, except the one that was on the Connect. White Acropolis, Sonic 06. You know, Sonic 06.
No.
Oh boy, 06.
Sonic 06. It's actually okay. It's a decent stage. It's just that Sonic 06 is Sonic 06, so the physics and gameplay isn't that great, but also has pretty good music. So I'm just singing in sync here. I remember playing Sonic Rivals once when I was like 12 or 13. I know it was in that age range. And like I remember playing it and then like it disappeared one day. So I never played it again after that. So I can't really say a lot about Crystal Mountain other than it's Sonic Rivals. So okay, both of these S3. And not because it's Unleashed, it's because it's probably like the best ice areas in the franchise. The music's great. The atmosphere for both day and night is great. I kind of prefer night over day though, purely because of the atmosphere. I like nighttime snowy environments. They look really cool, especially like the aurora and shit. So, is that Sonic 4 I fucking spy? That's Sonic 4 Episode 2. Right? Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, that's Episode 2. I can tell by the way Sonic's running in this picture. Click on the wrong thing.
What? Sorry.
Beats here. Frozen Factory was actually pretty good in Lost World. Lost World isn't great, but it's not amazing. It's just kind of... Actually, hang on. I gotta... I gotta find a funny picture.
Something you thought about from Crossworlds?
No, not Crossworlds. Not Crossworlds, but like that's Sonic Lost World related. Hang on.
Yeah, Lost World. I don't want to say Crossworlds, probably because I got demo of Crossworlds.
Somebody said if I can find the image. Somebody edited Zavok into an image. There you go, I found it. That image.
Oh! That's how...
The Deadly Six are rejected hell of a boss characters.
Why does that fit so well? Zavok literally is the true reject.
This image.
Oh my god.
I love how you can just see. I love how you can just barely see Mayberry's hand and plate like right next to Zavok's arm.
Yeah.
But hair. The Deadly Six are.
I can see now. I can totally see now Zavok being a reject.
The thing that kills it that the fact that he's not from Hell of a Boss is the fact that he has a little bit of blue on him. Oh my god. Yeah, I was just thinking about that image for like a second.
I must leave. I'll be back.
All right.
All right. And then we're talking about Frozen Factory. It's high C. Press Garden gets an S. Okay, it's Press Garden.
Right now it says stream paused for me. Let me just reopen it just in case.
Fuck. Hang on.
You'll be trapped forever.
Ah, damn it. I gotta close Discord. I hate when this happens. That happens sometimes, where like my Discord will just freeze. Just love it when that happens. I remember last Saturday when like I forgot to reconnect the sound to Discord, so it just sounded like I was schizophrenic for the entire stream.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was one hell of a scuffed stream.
Yeah, luckily it doesn't exist anymore for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Why are you giggling?
I've saved a VOD to the Eternal Computer. Your humiliation will be known across the centuries.
I don't think it's because of humiliation, it's for something else.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
It is something else.
Well, I guess you'll be known for that then across the centuries.
The Sonic Forces tier.
The Sonic Forces tier at the end. I didn't play Team Sonic Racing either, but I did it by choice because I didn't think the game was going to be that good, and I was right. So, okay, I'm still conflicted about Sonic Superstars, and whether I, like, just think it was just kind of or I did like it. And therefore Frozen Base is also on kind of hitting that. Because, like, I like the aesthetics of the level, but I hate the mini-boss, and I hate the actual boss itself. Because they're stupid. Actually, no, I like the boss of Act 2 because it's a reference to Fantasy Zone, but, like... Other than that... it's C tier. Okay, fine, I'll properly tier Spaceport. It's not really a winter level, it's just more of a... It's just Chemical Plant with snow! So it's more of a Chemical Plant level more than a snow level. So, I won't give it its own tier. Sonic Force is still shit, but like, I'll put it in like, high D. They could have just called it Chemical Plant Forces instead of Spaceport. Why didn't you put, Sonic's level on here too while they were at it? Oh, that's it. Alright, now the one I wanted to actually do today. I watched every single one of these last night. I really need to get a hobby that isn't just video games. Okay, I'm gonna do these in order of release. So, we'll start with Rudolph. I forgot how weird the dialogue is in these movies, and that's the one where it was just kind of, wow. I mean, some of it's witty. and like some of them are just because of like memes. Like, why the fuck weren't you at elf practice? I'd probably rank it B. It's a fine starting movie, but what is fucking... Oh. Man, it just goes to show how little I pay attention to the soundtrack of these games. Because, Snowball just came on, I'm just like, what the fuck? What came after this? I forgot, hang on. I have a note card somewhere because I wanted to do these in order of release. And I don't remember them release. So I'm gonna go grab the note card that I have.
I was about to say something, but yeah, it makes me question if it's like still on debate for you. Like, why is Number Before Christmas not there?
Alright, I got my note card. Next is Cricket. I mean, it's not actually a note card, it's this little pamphlet that came with the DVD set that I found at a retail game store. Next is Cricket on the Hearth. It was made by Charles Dickens. That's a funny name, isn't it? Everybody laugh because the dick word is in there. Nobody's probably watched this one. Because I haven't either, up until yesterday. It's literally just about a cricket named Crockett who did a thing, and I can tell how little I paid attention to this movie because I don't remember anything about it, and that's probably how fucking lame it was. This one's animated. Like, actual, like, 2D animated. And I forgot how weird 2D Rankin Bass was. They really did not have their mojo back then. So, I was going in D tier. After that was the one about religion. The Little Drummer Boy. I forgot how some of these had... I forget about the religious ties with Christmas because I tie it to capitalism instead.
Capitalism's the religion.
I didn't think about that one, man. Thanks for saying that.
Not literally, but, you know, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah, it's just... A lot of these are based on, like, songs now that I'm realizing it. I thought, like, Rankin Bass made, like, characters like Rudolph and Frosty, but no, they came from the songs, and the movies are based on the songs. But, like, people think of, like, the stop-motion animations when they think of the song, and not the... like, songs themselves. Like, the song, like, when you say the song, it can't exist without the movie. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember a lot about this one, too. All I remember is that I made a bunch of really stupid religious jokes while I was watching it, like, "It's Jesus! Say hello, Jesus!" But the, Little Drummer Boy himself looks fucking terrifying. Why does he look like a rejected Jeff Dunham puppet? Why does he look like that? He looks like, on the cover, it looks like he saw a bug on the wall, and then when he looked away, it disappeared, and now he's trying to, like, process where it might have went. This one's also
such a memeable face.
Indeed, too. Next is an actual one that people remember, like Rudolph. It's Frosty. It's one of their other animated ones.
Frosty the Snowman.
I love how dopey Frosty is in this movie. You can clearly they kind of nailed down the vibe of somebody who was just born today, yet he still has the cognitive ability to think and speak. And I kind of like that. I also don't remember how overboard they went with the sound effects in this one. And also, it's also like one of those movies where you could tell it was kind of made on a weird, short-ass budget because a lot of characters like hit poses that they were hitting earlier in the movie. Where, like, they were
It is kind of just how animation was back then.
Yeah, that's true.
But you might also be right. Both things can be true.
And you kind of see it in like Hanna-Barbera shows too, because they did that thing where like they would do close-ups of the characters' faces and they would just talk. They do that sometimes. The main villain's kind of fucking weird. I'm trying to remember his name. Professor Hinkle. There's a line he says when he's chasing after Frosty and Karen, where he like clings to the bottom of a fucking train, and he's like, "I need to get my hat back. Think nasty. Think nasty. I don't want you thinking nasty while chasing down some kid in a snowman, dude. That'll get you arrested."
Well, nowadays it sounded like awful.
I'm pretty sure to some adults back then it was awful. Other than that, it's still a pretty solid movie, so I'd probably rank it an A2. Yes, I put Frosty over Rudolph. Sue me. Okay, I got another classic up next. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I like this one, because I never really seen much people do really good origin stories on, like, the Santa Claus myth. It's usually just, he's always existed since the beginning of time.
There's an old man who can watch you sleep every night if he wants to.
Basically just treat him like a god.
Well, I like this because it humanizes him into, like, an actual person. And, like, explains why things are the way they are with him. Even though it is explained with, like, Christmas magic bullshit, it's still, like, actually quite nice. I love the main villain's name so much. Burgermeister Meisterburger. I remember when Kip tried to dress up like him. I'm just like, dude, you're missing the lederhosen.
Did you know that burger in German just means citizen, pretty much? I think. Or like, yeah, I think so. So it's just citizen man.
Citizen man.
That's what
citizen.
his name is.
Oh my god.
Citizen man citizen. I'm gonna put that one on the list too. This one's probably my favorite. Well, one of my favorites. The next one is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, another animated one with a very terrifying looking Santa on it. He either has the rosiest cheeks on the planet, or man has grown 3 noses that day. Why does he look?
Looks like
Where's
a
his
gnome.
mustache? Or is this just some random poser?
Looks like a gnome to me.
Always the uncanniness
like a
of
gnome.
trying to mix. There's always the uncanniness with mixing like cartoonish looks and realism looks. That's what I'm seeing from that Santa. It looks like they combined the realism and cartoony look.
They I got really nothing much to say about this one because it's just that story. With some other stuff in it that I don't remember. It was narrated by Joel Grey, I'll tell you that.
I don't know what that is.
I was gonna say I don't know who that is either. C tier. Oh! Now this is a good one. The Year Without a Santa Claus. S tier. I love this fucking movie. Easily the best part is the part with the Miser Brothers and the songs they sing. But I also like the premise of the plot because again it humanizes Santa as a person instead of just this omnipotent, jolly god being thing.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
No, again, like the star attraction here is obviously the Miser Brothers. They're my favorite. They're probably like my favorite part of the entire film. I like their personalities. I like their personalities. I like their music. I like their bickering. They really just they sound like two kids debating over who the best Ninja Turtle is, and that's exactly how they're portrayed. It's just kind of the best one out of all of them. The animation is a lot cleaner. I got really nothing bad to say about it. It's just high S rank. This is next. The First Christmas. The story of the first Christmas snow. It's the name of the next one. It's this one. And the kid looks like a early Scott Cawthon model.
He looks a bit zooted.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, hang on, let me find a picture.
Yeah, I
know what you're talking about.
As I've seen like some clips of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do understand some people may not know that Scott literally had like done stuff before FNAF.
Of course.
Before Chips.
He has made stuff for FNAF. Literally, one of his like previous projects, what inspired Five Nights at Freddy's, because it got critically like slandered for being like supposedly creepy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It looks like.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
The classic, like, it kind of looks like an indie Pixar film. Because, well, I don't know. Because back then, like 3D films are like.
Was this one even stop motion? Because it doesn't look like it. Unless like that's
it's just like early 3D. Early 3D.
No, I'm talking about like
okay, never mind.
Like
the First Christmas.
Yeah. I don't know. But
maybe
like,
it's like just for the cover. It looks like this.
I was gonna say maybe it's just a render.
Yeah, since like movie covers are different from what the actual movies are in terms of like style.
I don't know. I don't remember much about this one either, because it was just kind of a blur. All I remember happens is that the kid looked kind of weird. His name is Lucas, and he has a dog. And something unconditional love. Dude here.
It's not that memorable.
It's really not. Frosty's Winter Wonderland, a sequel of sorts, where Frosty gets a wife.
Damn.
Jack Frost is there too. And he tries to kill Frosty. But with the power of love, his wife Crystal brings him back without the hat that is the only way he can come to life. And there's also a snow priest.
Frosty the Snowman 2's Frosty fucking dies.
Tell that to your kids. I don't know, it's pretty good. The animation is better, obviously, because it's like, it's a newer movie. They had to change the designs a bit, especially the hat. He doesn't have his corncob pipe anymore. F tier. It's probably I wouldn't say it's like an S tier, but it's probably better than like
a high A.
Yeah. Okay, here's when they start doing this thing called "We ran out of ideas." Rudolph's Shiny New Year, and this is when I kind of noticed that Rudolph is an ageless deity of a character because he's still young in this one, despite growing up at the end of the original movie. Because adult Rudolph is not marketable.
Oh my god.
Here's a fun fact about the original movie. They fucked up the copyright of the film. So technically, Rudolph's always been public domain. Despite being made in like 1964. I think they put down the copyright as like 1164 or something. So yeah, they fucked it up, and that's their fault. So now everyone can use him. So with that being said, I am developing a Rudolph horror game where you have to fend off Rudolph from your office until 6 in the morning. It's not Five Nights at Freddy's. Trust me. Trust me.
I feel like we come to this kind of time now. I feel like we come to this time nowadays where like if a popular media gets like copyright freed, then like of course there's a chance someone's gonna make a fucking horror game out of it.
Well, yeah, because what other idea are they gonna do with it? Something creative? Something cool? No. It's totally not like I was thinking of a tycoon game based on Steamboat Willie that sounded really cool on paper while I was at work. I actually did, and I thought it was a pretty cool idea. I just didn't write it down, so I forgot everything about it.
Oh my god. It's always the horror scene that always get a piece of cake.
As
like,
for
look what happens
ranking,
to Winnie the Pooh.
As for what the movie's about, it's essentially about some bird kidnapping a baby who represents the new year, and said new year gets old as the year goes on and gets replaced by a new human at the end of it. Can you imagine only living a year and just rapidly aging?
That sounds fucked.
That sounds horrifying.
I made a D&D character about this.
You did. So, like, without this baby New Year, time stops on December 31st. Like, time cannot go forward unless this child becomes the baby New Year. But one, this kid has big-ass ears, so that everyone teases him for, and this bird kidnaps him because he's gonna die in the next year. So, he kidnaps the baby so he can live forever. Remember when this movie starred Rudolph?
It just went like off the rails.
Again, this is what I like to call, we ran out of ideas.
Oh my fucking god.
I mean, it's not terrible, but I'd say it's probably...
It's like, the plot line is like really stupid.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. The Little Drummer Boy Book 2. I completely forgot about this one. Fuck you, I got nothing to say about it.
Oh, so you forgot to put the second Rudolph.
It's right there.
Oh wait, is it? Oh, that one. I was looking at the other one, at the bottom.
Did your computer crash and you couldn't read it?
No. I was paying attention at the other one, not the Come on. I feel like that's gonna be a staple for me. Just shitty PC.
You know, like
just like Hayden's is like game that doesn't let you.
The game that cheats. Okay, so Christmas is known for its many different mascots. You got like Rudolph, you got Frosty, you got Santa, maybe to the extent Little Drummer Boy, Jack Frost. But you guys remember Nestor, the long-eared Christmas Danky?
The fuck is a Christmas Danky? That sounds like a slur.
I don't remember jack shit about this one other than laughing at the joke I just made when I was watching the movie. I'm just like, man, I remember my favorite Christmas mascot, Nestor, the long-eared Christmas Yankee.
Oh my god.
It's another the only thing I remember is that it's another like religion-based story, so
It's Jesus!
Oh my god.
The way you just delivered that title name.
D tier, not F tier. This movie kind of was shit.
Not as memorable. Even I don't know about that shit. Like,
Okay.
what the fuck?
Okay, this next one isn't on here. It's called The Stingiest Man in Town. I don't remember anything about this. It's another 2D animated one. I'm just gonna read out the description here. I think I actually skipped over this one because it just looked not interesting at all. It says, Mr. Bah Humbug is your storyteller of the tale of Ebenezer Scrooge, a mean, miserly and hard-hearted old man who's got to learn about the true meaning of Christmas, past, present, and yet to come. These three ghosts show. This is just a Christmas story.
That's it?
Yeah. No, the one word. The best telling of that story has got to be the Looney Tunes one. I don't know, but stick it in shit tier.
Same tier as fucking Nestor?
Okay, another one that kind of just says, we ran out of ideas. Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Now we're getting crossovers in this shit. The MCU is sweating in their boots with how meta this is getting. This one's kind of weird, because essentially what happens... Okay, I need to really remember this one because so many weird plot points are introduced, because this is where essentially they said, oh yeah, this is a cinematic universe. So, okay, get this. A really long time ago, there was some godlike being called the Lady Borealis, in which she did battle with her arch nemesis, the Winter Bolt. A wicked wizard who would that would spread ice. The fucking music is making this so much funnier.
What is it?
Yes, the music timing, the timing of the music.
The evil wizard Winterbolt, who casts winter all over the place, effectively retconning the Miser Brothers. And to protect dear old Saint Nicholas from the Winterbolt's wrath, the Lady Borealis grants Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer with his red magical glowing nose. And then years down the line, Rudolph and Frosty decide to go to the mainland in the middle of July, where Frosty and his wife and kids, yes, Frosty fucks.
Can't you just make smaller snowmen than you?
Hey, you don't know the snowman equivalent to fucking, do you?
Hey, listen, he's like he did mitosis.
Actually, when you think about it, it's probably the case. And they decide to go to the mainland to a circus called the Circus during the 4th of July. And the way that Frosty, Crystal, and their kids, whose names I don't fucking remember, exist without melting is through Winterbolt's influence. That only lasts a certain amount of time. And when Rudolph begs Winterbolt to extend it, he says he has to do a bad thing. And the Lady Borealis said that if Rudolph does bad thing, he loses the glow on his nose. and then Winterbolt dies in a very violent fashion at the end of the fucking movie. Via turning into a crystallized ice tree with a very horrified pose and expression, and then a Western lady throws her guns at the guy. Not shoots him, throws the guns at him, and he shatters into a bajillion pieces. And then Frosty, his wife and kids fucking die. And they can't be brought back because the only thing to bring them back is through a Christmas breeze. Alright, it's still following me?
The fucking 4th of July?
And I was hoping somebody questioned that, because then the whale from Rudolph's Shiny New Year comes in with Jack Frost from the Frosty's Winter Wonderland and brings them back to life, because that's where Christmas goes in July, is Africa, I think they said. And then they lived happily ever after.
What the fuck is this plot line? Okay. I live under a rock with Christmas films, but if you tell me that in front of my face,
you know the booklet the booklet that I have has a description of each movie. That is not what it says on there. It does not say any of that. All it says is that the stuff about the Lady Borealis and Winterbolt, and that Rudolph and Frosty go to a circus in July. I just told you a synopsis of the entire goddamn film.
Oh my god.
I have never had a film make me go, what the fuck? At least 3 times.
Imagine somebody watched it while they're high.
Don't give me ideas.
Oh my god. That film is an anomaly. Nah, that film is a fucking anomaly that exists. What the fuck?
Honestly, it must be peak cinema.
Okay,
It must beat out.
Okay, I'm gonna say this though. The plotline is completely batshit crazy. It was still fun to watch though. This is comparative to like fucking Avengers Infinity War. They even reference Santa Claus is coming to town in it when Santa and Mrs. Claus are just sitting there because they reference the China doll that Chris says what the lady in this movie, and I'm like, oh my god, this is Avengers Infinity War Christmas Rankin Bass edition.
Oh my god.
We got Infinity War before Infinity War became a thing.
And then next we get a movie about Jack Frost. Now this one was kind of weird. So essentially Jack falls in love with a human woman named...
Damn, we're cheating already.
Alyssa. It says in the description on this thing, Jack begins his courtship.
What a gentleman. Cheating on Crystal with Alyssa.
I said Jack Frost, not Frosty.
Jack Frost. Okay, well.
At that point, fucked over.
Just reach out and honk McClown nose, why don't you?
Yeah, so Jack Frost falls in love with a woman named Elisa, and in order to try and courtship her, he becomes human himself with the condition of getting a house, a wife, and some third thing that I don't remember.
Suburbanite propaganda.
And the main villain's name is Kubla Kraus. The Cossack. What the fuck is a Cossack?
Sounds so inappropriate.
A Cossack are predominantly East Slavic, Eastern Orthodox Christian people originating from Pontic, Caspian steppe of Eastern Ukraine and Southern Russia. Jack Frost is Russian. Okay, so this movie was another one of those movies where it just kind of was a blur, but there was this one part that stuck out to me, not because of anything sentimental, but because of how stupid it was. So, Elisa's family is like poor, right? They're like dirt cheap poor. They live in this rickety ass house. They have a donkey that I have dubbed Donkey Jones. Or I think it was a horse, I don't remember. They had some kind of animal. And there was this one part where they're celebrating Christmas, right? But since they can't get each other anything, they just have this empty-ass box that they pass around and they sing like they got something they always wanted. There's nothing in the box. It's an empty box that they just get really excited about and they pass it around. If there was a tier list for most depressing scenes in any movie, that would be at least an A rank. This one's getting C. It was just kind of there. Okay, yeah, now they definitely ran out of ideas. Pinocchio's Christmas!
Pinocchio. Oh my god. Not Disney's Pinocchio. It's something else.
I remember jack shit about this one too. Like, honestly.
It feels like each, like, somewhere at that point, you just, like, gave up trying to, like, understand it. Or just don't give a shit watching it.
The cricket is quite terrifying, though.
That should be an emoji here.
On the next episode of Rankin Bass ran out of fucking ideas, the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold.
Now the leprechaun.
I love how they're just invading other holidays here. I'm surprised Mad Monster Party 2 isn't just about... Because, yeah, Rankin Bass did make a Halloween movie. It's literally just called Mad Monster Party. It's pretty good, actually. When Halloween rolls around, y'all should watch it. This one was kind of a blur, too, because I think I stopped paying attention around this time. The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. What's the...
You've cut out?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to say. The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. Really? I'm having a fucking seizure over this. Fucking F tier, dude. Okay, so this is also where they ran out of ideas in the cinematic. I think the cinematic universe ended with Jack Frost. Because, like, after this, they're just kind of like, throw something at the fucking wall and see if it hits. Now we're just gonna retcon the entirety of the fucking cinematic universe we just built and make a brand new origin story for Santa. With the life and adventures of Santa Claus. What the fuck is this cover? Who is this guy? Why is this guy? Why is he built like this?
Built like a Muppet.
Oh my god, I know. It reminds me of something I gotta show it.
Motherfucker built like a Muppet.
Okay, so this one is like really, this one's also really fucking weird. So there's a baby named Claus, born near a forest called Burzy, right? He grows up, and the
Gods!
send him to the land of mortals to spread joy and happiness where there is none.
The fuck?
That is weirdly pagan.
For some reason, that thing reminds me of these from the movie The Dark Crystal.
I was gonna say, he looks like a rejected Jim Henson puppet.
Yeah.
Kinda does. So,
Bro
the
looks
gods
like he
literally
belonged
just
in that
chucked
universe.
fucking Baby Santa into like little Santa to like our world just to
I
spread
guess.
joy. Yeah, that's where the plot lost.
This is the shittiest. This is probably the shittiest one. Like, even worse than fucking the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, where the leprechaun exists and it's told and sung by Gray.
I think this is where the point it probably like.
This is
because
where
that
you
one
can tell
sounds
they
like
ran
it's
out of
musical.
ideas for movies.
Because you did say that most of them were just like from musics.
Okay, so fun fact about this one. I didn't watch this one last night, but I remember it. It's a shitty CGI sequel.
Oh my god. So it's no
I can
longer
already
stop
tell
motion.
by the cover. I can already tell by the cover.
Right. This one's also a shitty CGI sequel. It is.
Is that supposed to be the sun and moon?
Those are the Miser Brothers.
Oh. Oh.
Why does Heat Miser look so unsure of his current position? He looks like he really didn't want to be there. Hey, I wouldn't either if I had to be in a shitty movie.
Oh my god. Oh.
And what about the other one's face?
He looks like, oh, what's
That
that?
that guy is just a moon. That
I
guy
was gonna
built
say
like a
he
moon.
looks like La Nina from Deltarune's distant cousin. They don't break. He only comes out during the Christmas time in the Christmas decorations. This one's shittier than shit.
Oh my god! Like, I hope Ace was there to like hear about the bullshit that is with that cinematic universe bullshit.
The thing about this movie is that they sing the songs that they sang from A Year Without a Santa Claus like 3 times, I think, and they don't sound good. They like, it sounds like the people who sung them sounded really unsure of their singing abilities, so they just kind of phoned it in.
I can only remember of that like one like one parody song where it's like, I am and something something. I'm high on crack.
Shut the fuck up. So yeah. I'm still trying to get over Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July.
Even the title is so crazy.
Why is it in July? Who's celebrating Christmas in July? Why is nostalgic Pokemon music, but it's Heart Gold and Soul Silver to cure nostalgia playing instead of my playlist? I love these movies, except for these two. Except for, like, these ones down here, obviously. And, well, anything that's, like, D rank and below. Just gotta put that one down there quick. Because I didn't quite like that one either. Like, I like these movies. They're pretty good. Like, they're the ones like, every year, I've always watched all 8 of these. The first time I watched any of these, except for these two, was last night. Were they good? Well, so Night Before Christmas was pretty decent. Little Drummer Boy was alright. Cricket on the Hearth was alright. But like the rest of them were just kind of shit. Especially fucking Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. That one was just kind of the one where I was like, okay, now they ran out of ideas and now they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Actually, no, where that hit was the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. That's where I was just kind of like, okay. They lost their luster after, obviously after, like, Jet Frost. I don't know. I'm kind of glad that they haven't tried to, like, no studio has tried to make anything else out of these since A Miser Brothers Christmas. Because I feel like the legacy of these films are fine. It's just the rest of these where it's just kind of like, huh? Do I think they're terrible? Well, obviously these two are fucking awful. The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold gave me a fucking aneurysm. That's the one where I had to take a double take where I was like, St. Patty's Day? Why? I don't know. I know, like, these movies are still pretty beloved. Mainly Frosty, Rudolph, and the 2 S tiers. The rest of these, you probably have to, like, re-explain them, especially fucking Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. That one sounds like an LSD-induced nightmare that somebody had in the middle of the night. Can you imagine the pitch meeting for that one, though? Just like, get this, alright. All the movies we made, right? Okay, listen. Danny, don't fall asleep. Shut up. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention, alright? I got this. Ready? We take our 2 most popular movies, right? Right? Rudolph and Frosty, alright? Hey, don't you walk out of the fucking room. I see you doing that. Sit your ass down. We take Rudolph and Frosty, right? And also Crystal. Alright? Because Crystal is Frosty's wife, so we can't have Frosty without her. And they have kids, so it shows that time has passed, alright? Should we also age up Rudolph? No. Because Rudolph, as an adult, is not marketable. We need money. Money. That's why we're making this movie in the first place. All right, listen. All right, so it's in the middle of July, but we're making this in November. Shut up! Shut up! All right, we're making. It's in July. All right, it's in July. So they want to go to a circus. All right, but I got a plot point to introduce because since all of this is connected, it is. Is it connected? No, shut up. It's like slapping the fucking book in my hand as I'm. So, and then, like, we introduce two characters named the Lady Borealis and Winterbolt, who are cosmic Christmas deities. And the Lady Borealis used her power to give Rudolph his shiny nose. Harold, have you been taking drugs yet? Don't fucking cut me off! Again, like, who the fuck pitched such an insane idea and somehow made it work?
I don't know.
My throat hurts from yelling now.
Oh my god. It's like they're trying to keep themselves like up for like the Christmas movies. Well, it's like it feels like that was like quite at the beginning of the saturation, I think.
Well, yeah, they poured all their eggs in one basket and said, "Fuck it."
They just overfilled that shit.
They kind of just said, "Oh, yeah, this is what we're ending off with." And then they're like, "Well, we gotta keep making movies. So, we should make one about Jack Frost." Okay, what about after that?
Pinocchio.
Okay, what about after that?
St. Patty's Day.
What about after that?
Reboot the entire fucking cinematic universe.
I don't know, again, the fucking Leprechaun's Christmas Gold is the one that kind of broke me.
You could just probably record that your reaction.
I should have recorded myself watching these movies.
You should have.
Because it started out like, it started out so nice, just like, oh, Rudolph, that was such a good one. Like the music's still really good. It's still really charming, and it, like, again, Cricket on the Hearth was pretty okay. Little Drummer Boy is when I started making like biblical jokes. And then Frosty was back to like reminiscing, like, oh, I remember how like weird the dialogue was in the animation, but hey, again, that's how animation was back in the day. And then I got really excited with Santa Claus is coming to the club, like, you know, 1 foot in front of the other, then you're walking out the door.
I must go. Duty calls. Have a nice rest of your stream. Farewell.
Bye.
Bye, Friday.
And it just kept going on, like, oh yeah, your thought of Santa Claus is amazing. That's a tradition for me. I also gotta watch the Polar Express stuff.
Oh, Polar Express. Absolutely perfect.
Like, it was good watching some of these that I haven't watched before, like, again, like the Cricket, the Drummer Boy, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, the First Christmas. It was nice watching Rudolph's Shiny New Year again. That was really nice. Because that's the one that always evaded me throughout the years. Like, watching, like, even the weirdly religious ones were, like, fine. Because, again, Christmas is rooted in biblical religion. It's just kind of become what it is as the years go by. But, like, again, when it got to, like Pinocchio's Christmas was like, okay, yeah, Pinocchio's a public domain character. Of course they can do that. But then, like, the Leprechaun? Really? That's just... I'm not saying it's bad where they went. I'm just saying it was like if they kept going in that direction, it would have lost its charm, and I think that's why they didn't make anything after The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus.
It just climaxed.
Yeah. I don't think A Miser Brothers Christmas was made by Rankin Bass. Let's check that. Okay, it was made in 2008. And it's a spin-off of the... Who produced it, though? I need to know who made it. Okay, just by looking at these reviews, it's like, it's a money grab. Too many ideas. Typical writing problems with revisiting a classic. Shit like that. But, like, who produced it? Because it couldn't have been Rankin Bass. Ah, Warner Brothers made it. And a studio called Cup of Coffee Studios, who are also known for Crashbox, that educational show that gave me nightmares. What a cartoon. The Little People cartoon. JoJo Circus. So it wasn't Rankin Bass who made it. What about, Rudolph and the Island of Misted Toys? The Island of Misted Toys. Oh my god! This is a screenshot from the movie. Oh my god, it looks so ugly.
Huh?
It looks
Oh
like a,
my god.
It looks like a rushed PS2 cutscene.
Yeah, it does.
I'm curious how the animation looks.
What is bro even wearing, anyways?
I have no fucking idea. Oh my god. It feels like it is a fall from grace from what Rudolph was, being a stop motion animation to this film being CG.
Well, no shit. Oh, Hermie, what did they do to you, dude? Why does he look like that? Looks like a really shitty PS1 cutscene. Like, look at this screenshot!
Oh my
What are they
god.
doing?
Oh my god. That ain't Rudolph.
That's Reginald, that's Reginald, the crimson snouted caribou.
The fawn. A fawn.
The crimson, that's Reginald, the crimson snooted fawn. What the fuck is Harvey
That ain't
doing
a
in
deer.
this screenshot? It looks like he's admiring something that is very small. He's compensating for something.
So the background doesn't help out the fact that it looks flat as shit.
It looks like a PS1 cutscene. It looks like a PS2 cutscene. No, it looks like a shovelware, it looks like a shovelware... a shovelware licensed PS2 game that had like a month of development. I might rewatch this one just for the sake of it. Ugh, Fall from Grace, really.
Yeah. Anyway, can we just
Again,
move on now?
Again, I'm glad that they didn't try to touch this shit ever again. I'm gonna keep this screenshot in the corner of the screen as a reminder. There we go. Alright, so that's it. We've kind of just sat in this one for long enough, so I'm gonna skip the tier lists. The rest of the tier lists. Because those are what I really want to do. I'll save this Risk of Rain run for another stream though, because Friday recommended it, and I want to have Friday to see if we get it. Anyways, Sonic 3 Blast!
Yeah.
What else are we gonna do again? Oh yeah, I was gonna play Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon time. It's time for the Pokemon.
It's gonna go put
Yeah,
that
I'm about to
down.
head
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I'm about to head out, especially after the fuck ass like thoughts of like how Christmas films has gotten into like during the saturation. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll see you.
Well, back to us again. Just the two of us.
Actually, I have a dentist appointment. Goodbye. Fuck you. I'm kidding. Alright, turn on my TV, turn on the switch. Make sure things plugged in. Let's hope the capture card is cooperative today.
Hopefully. Oh my god, I just realized that you're closing in on like one of the